Villain-type soul is easily the most gatekept thing I've ever seen in the game, and nobody seems to explain how to actually do it. And so today, I'll be explaining everything about Hell, as well as how to actually get your true first and second forms. And yeah, let's get it. Okay, so first things first, in order to get to Hell, you're gonna have to actually enter it. Now, in order to actually enter Hell, you will have to have your second form. So if you don't have your BANKAI or your Volstanding or your Ressurecion, you will not be able to enter. Once you have your second form, all you have to do is go back to Karakura Town and then find Quas J War. You go up to him, talk to him, he'll give you some dialogue, and eventually, if you do have your second form, he'll open the gates to Hell for you. Now, once you're actually in Hell, you're gonna want to navigate to the Highway Quest Giver NPC. You talk to him, and he gives you a quest to collect 5 to 6 crystals. These crystals are scattered across this map, but the map isn't super big, so this quest isn't super difficult. And yeah, once you find the crystals, you talk to him again, and this time he'll give you a quest where you have to find him. He's basically playing a game of hide and seek with you. While you're looking for him, this monster will be flying around. I don't think he's specifically chasing you, but he is there, so be wary of that. And after you find him and finish his quest, you then have the ability to leave this area and enter this gate. And after you enter this gate, you then go down this path and you'll find this ring. Now, inside of this ring, you'll see a boss called the Weakened Gate Guardian, the boss of the highway. Now, for this thing, I highly suggest using a keto build. That's actually the strongest thing you'll be able to use in Hell, because everything else, while not being bad, is not super optimal. But anyway, once you beat this boss, you'll then obtain 1 book fragment. That's going to be important later on for the library, and after you get that, you then get teleported to Ring 1. Okay, so now that you're in Ring 1, this is where things start to get a little bit annoying. So when you're here, you're going to want to go ahead and press comma, and then you're going to want to start heading towards an NPC called Tiger Solstice, I think that's it, Tiger Solstice. Once you find him, he'll give you your first Ring 1 quest, telling you that you have to either kill 120 NPCs or complete 40 Ring 1 raids. Now, when you actually complete this quest and talk to him again, he'll then tell you have to go and fight Hiragana. Now, this is the first major boss that you'll fight in Ring 1. Upon fighting this guy, after popping your mode, he'll actually steal your BANKAI or your Volstanding if you're a Quincy, and Ressurecion if you're an Arankar. I recommend you bring friends to fight this boss because he has a super high amount of health. And again, keto builds are the best thing you could use in Hell. Like, nothing else will be better, I promise you that. And I do just want to make a note that for a little bit, you will not be able to use your BANKAI or your Ressurecion or your Volstanding. Your second mode, you won't have access to that. So definitely make your build with that in mind. Now, this boss does have a second phase where he pops his Volstanding after you get him down to half his health. And after you beat the second phase of this boss, you obtain a second book fragment and get teleported down to Ring 2. And also, if you guys want another quest to do in here, there's an NPC called Morpheus that you can go talk to, where he gives you a quest to kill 5 Shinigami. Additionally, near this quest in Ring 2, there are a whole bunch of different NPCs, like this giant Ridley looking NPC or this one-eyed Cyclops thing. Yeah, you can fight those if you want. Now, once you're in Ring 2, you're gonna want to go and press comma again, and this time you're gonna look for the NPC called Seirei. You go up to Seirei, you go through the dialogue, and after speaking with him, you're gonna want to come down here and fight Itozosu the Owl. Now, this boss is decently annoying. Again, I know I keep saying it, but I highly suggest you have a keto build for this one, and I also suggest that you do this boss with friends. That's actually the entire theme of Hell. Basically, do this with friends and do this with keto, because otherwise this game is damn near unplayable. So I'm not gonna lie, if you want to get anywhere or do anything, yeah, bring friends and use keto. Trying to tell you. Now, when you beat Hitozosu, or when you beat the owl, it then gives you a book fragment and a cracked medallion. You're then going to want to go ahead and navigate to Hiragana. Now, this NPC is busted as well. Again, like I said, this NPC is stupid. A strat that I do see a lot of people using in Hell is doing the bosses with multiple friends and then getting them low before you even start fighting the boss, so that when you, the person fighting the boss, gets low, you can basically just go ahead and hit your friend and get a health back. You can do this. I don't know, it does work for other people, but yeah. After you beat this guy again, you get a cool cutscene, and then you obtain another book fragment. And again, you are going to need these for the library. If you don't have them, you're not going to be able to do it. So yeah, keep that in mind. And after beating Hiragana, you then get teleported, and you have to follow this path until you get to Blair. And this is how you get your true Shikai, partial Ressurecion, and Shrift. Now, what your true first form does is literally just change the colors of whatever it was before, and also gives a damage boost. So it's not completely useless, but yeah, it's not as crazy as the true BANKAI is. After obtaining your true first mode, you can then talk to Blair again in order to get teleported to Ring 3. Okay, now that you're officially in Ring 3, this is where I am going to put a disclosure. If I'm missing something from this point on, I apologize. This update is just so big and low-key buggy, so I definitely will be missing something. Now, from this point on, you're going to want to go ahead and navigate towards this blue vortex thing. Here, you'll get teleported to the boss fight Hiragana of the final ring. And after you beat him, you'll then get given another book fragment. And these gates, the same gates you used to enter Hell, will then open, open and they'll send you into a maze. Now inside of this maze, you need to find a giant green door that will then send you to the soul library. And one of the ancient husks needed for ancient Ressurecion is located in here as well, but I'll get more into that later. Now this maze is going to be annoying to beat because while you're doing this maze, you have this thing at the bottom of your screen. If this thing's eyes are open, you can't move, and if you try to, you will take damage and eventually die. But if its eyes are closed, you can move, so you have to do this entire thing while also doing that. But yeah, you eventually find this giant green door and it will send you to the soul library. Now once you're inside of the soul library, you have to put the correct text inside of 5 different books, with book number 1 being power unmatched, book 2 being one with the blade, book 3 being strength of the soul, book 4 being faith in self, and book 5 being story of the king. Huge shout out to Frostbite Sub-Zero. He was like one of the first people that actually found all this stuff, so yeah, thank God for him, man. He's a go. Now once you're in here, the code that you'll need is 41523, but that could be different for you. I think it would work though. And once you input the code, you'll get a text on your screen saying the fragments join the books again in their rightful place. The atmosphere of the library changes. This place feels like home now. Library gate skill added. Your soul feels strengthened. All that's left is to... Now when it comes to ancient Ressurecion, that's easy. All you have to do is find 3 of these ancient husks. One is located in ring 1. Another one is located in that maze I told you guys about. That's going to be a little annoying to find because again, you won't be able to move while that thing's eyes are open. So yeah, it's going to be annoying, but that's where it is. And then the third and final one is just located in the library. This one is really easy, probably the easiest one because you don't have to go look for it. But yeah, I'll be linking all kinds of videos. I had some clips in this video, so if you guys want more information on the hell update, feel free to go watch those. You can also unlock the devil trigger in hell, even though it's not really from Bleach. If you do want to get this, you're gonna have to have the Yamato blade on your slot. I do know there's a Virgil boss that you have to beat in order to unlock it, and yeah, if you want to get that, you can. Alright, yo, as I'm recording this right now, it's literally been hours since that last section you guys just listened to. I've been trying to figure out what to do from here and how to actually get your true form after progressing to this point. I've heard all kinds of things, like you have to go back to ring 1 and spend 12 hours there, and that's how you unlock it. I've heard that you have to collect orbs after going to the library. If you guys actually try any of these and you find out that they're true, please let me know. The level of gatekeeping on this is actually insane. I've messaged people who literally told me that they've signed non-disclosure agreements. I've messaged people that aren't even devs that have it and they've still refused to tell me. People are allegedly getting banned for showing how to do it, and there are also normal players who just won't tell you how to do it because I guess they want to be stronger, or I don't know. This is low-key insane. It's actually kind of getting me tight a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Now what I do know, or at least what I do think, is that in order to get your true Bankai from here, you are going to at least have to go to Purgatory, because everybody who has the true Bankai badge obtained the Purgatory badge beforehand. I'm sorry I can't say more. I really do apologize, y'all, but what I will do is I'll make a pinned comment, and in that pinned comment, once I get any new information, I'll put it there, or I'll make a new video. But for now, I'll have the comment. If y'all know anything, put it in the comments. That way we can share information, because clearly that's what we gotta do. But yeah, yo, hopefully this guide was helpful, at least to some extent. It should teach you the basics of hell. And with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.